Hello, everyone. Welcome to Law Precedent, the podcast that dissects law not as a mere collection of rules, but as a living architecture. One built to govern society, yet always susceptible to fissures and contradictions. I'm Shalonze Timur, and today we begin our journey by examining the foundations, functions, and fault lines of law itself. At its core, law is a structure. It organizes human behavior, establishes hierarchies of authority, and delineates permissible conduct. Yet, it also reflects society's values at a given moment in time. Laws are not universal truths. They are socially negotiated instruments that both empower and constrain. To understand law, we must first understand the society that fashions it and the interests that shape its design. Law serves multiple functions simultaneously. It protects, regulates, and educates, but it is not monolithic. The same law that guarantees rights for one group may impose burdens on another. Criminal codes, tax statutes, and civil regulations often contain implicit hierarchies and assumptions, revealing fault lines between aspiration and implementation. Critical analysis requires us to interrogate not just what laws do, but what they fail to do, and why. So let's look and delve deep into the name of this podcast. So precedent is frequently invoked as a stabilizing force, but interpretation is inherently subjective. Judges are not passive arbiters. They are co-authors of law, translating text into societal norms. Their decisions create ripple effects, embedding ideology, bias, and discretion into the legal fabric. Understanding law is therefore inseparable from understanding the human agents who apply it. So my podcast will also explore and examine the different psychological aspects and elements to the law. Every legal system contains blind spots. Marginalized communities often encounter law as an instrument of exclusion rather than protection. Economic, racial, and political power shape access to justice, exposing the dissonance between law in theory and law in practice. Recognizing these faults is not an act of cynicism. It is an act of critical scholarship and civic responsibility. In this episode, we have surveyed law's architecture, its foundations, its complex functions, and the fault lines that challenge its legitimacy. As we move forward in law precedent, this podcast will explore cases, doctrines, and controversies that illuminate the power, limits, and human dimensions of law. Law is not inert. It is contested, evolving, and profoundly human. Thank you for listening, and remember, to understand law is to understand society itself.